It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Well, the sun has gone down, and so has the thermometer as EA Sports welcomes you to venerable Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, our matchup here in this one, as so many do, revolves around the quarterback position. We've got an interesting pairing here. Teddy Bridgewater of the Broncos, Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs.
And I think that each quarterback wants to play this game with a faster tempo. They want to get the plays in quickly, get in and out of the huddle quickly, take just a few seconds at the line of scrimmage and survey the defense, and then attack. And I think that we'll see both offenses try to do that in this one.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Come on now, let's go!
Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first time.
And while I don't equate starting record as a quarterback to pitchers in baseball, it still gives us a great baseline. And Patrick Mahomes, 38-8 as a starting quarterback for Kansas City in the regular season. Throw in 6-2 in the playoffs, including a Super Bowl 54 victory. You've got one of the best ones in the game. And if you're a Kansas City fan, how excited are you? He signed through 2031. He will be your quarterback for a long time.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I'm looking at this one by defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
I've always loved Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people have underrated him throughout his career. Remember, this is a guy who's battled back from a horrendous knee injury to find his way back as a starter in this league. More than capable right arm, tremendous leader. This guy knows how to make plays in the clutch.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
2nd and 12. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable.
On second down, Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Throwing is Bridgewater.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Jerry Judy.
42 yards.
And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And they start in the best of all positions. 1st and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Albert Okuebuna
there to make the grab.
And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
You got to figure it out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
McManus now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against him?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their #1 goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations, not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations, because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can play Patrick Mahomes the best, I believe.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First down, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. KC's offense ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not the kind of game that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A first carry now. This is Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Edwards-Helaire. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Hey, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City, DeMarcus Robinson. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to 4. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Butker now to kick this one away. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. They begin the drive with Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Williams, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Bridgewater now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Hardman on the return. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. 7 yards to pick up there.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Spencer. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 75 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now, he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Spencer. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Teddy Bridgewater of the Broncos ready to go on offense. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Bridgewater. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But then you can also knock the ball free while doing so. Oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A good solid gain there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and goal from the 1. Williams. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Gray there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Spencer. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the 2nd quarter, you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top on the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players' spotlight. And he's been effective and they're winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
On first down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mike Burton punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that just set them up well for the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Bridgewater. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Teams talk all the time about stretching the defense, and nothing stretches the field more than a deep ball, and I mean a deep ball. That one didn't connect, but certainly they'll be back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more.
Finding Edwards-Helaire once again.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Mahomes now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And that'll set them back 5. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And Spencer will elect to not bring it out here. It's a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Williams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at we'll call it the 37-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And again, it's Mahomes. And quickly to Kelsey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mahomes now on first down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Butker on for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. Denver's offense now set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Bridgewater. This is the tight end Fant. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On 2nd and inches, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, partner, you look at a play call like that, and you have to think to yourself, that's got to be one to pad the stats a little bit, huh?
He has had a great game throwing the football, and I think you're right, maybe getting a little greedy again down near the end zone. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was the rookie Javonte Williams who finished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
49.
Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. An extra point by Butker is on target, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Spencer. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Denver's offense ready to go again. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They begin the drive with Williams. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Bridgewater now. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To the air again with Bridgewater. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. That is taken in by the tight end, Fant. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That's caught left side by Judy.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You gotta be smarter than that, man. Come on.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Williams able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Squeeze, double. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Touchdown.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Bridgewater. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.